Hey everybody, what's up from Roll, Minnesota, your state of skate. Hey, I'm Butch Lehman, and today we're in for another episode of Rolling Reactions. Today's episode features one of the legendary greats of rollerblading. He's probably known best for his style, which is unmatched, unparalleled in the entire sport. His name is Franky Morales. But today we're going to flip the script, and instead of taking a look at his well-reputed street skating, today we're going to take a look at how he destroys the parks. And Franky Morales is no joke when it comes to park skating. So anyway, I invite you guys to join me for some Franky Morales. Let's roll into it. All right, so this first park edit, we're starting out at Paramount Park in 2013, and this was an edit promoting USD skates. Now, this is a term that I don't use very often when describing videos, but to me, this is a flawless video, and I mean absolutely perfect. Everything from the cinematography in this video, to the trick vocabulary in this video, the style, the innovation, it really is something to behold. And already we get some of those establishing shots. We see the wide angle of the park, we see Franky Morales carrying in his skates, and then this casual fish brain to outspin fish up a ledge. And I don't know if I've ever seen that before. Certainly haven't seen a hurricane topsoul going up a ledge and just executing it perfectly. Like I said, that's the theme. We got 360 soul spinning to the right, 360 soul spinning to the left, showing off the technical dexterity of going both directions. Got the 5 out on that one in typical Franky Morales style. Now this is one of the tricks that always blows me away every time I see that. But 450 alley-oop soul down the rail to alley-oop top soil, left foot, right foot, putting them both to work, showing attention and love to both of those feet. And here we got the steezy out, alley-oop top porn to in-spin porn, full cab out. And when you think of Franky Morales, at least for me, it's those spins, particularly the fakey 360s that he does out of grinds. And I know that's kind of a signature for him, but he does it so well. Even putting down a little negative session here. We get this close-up shot of it as well, going into the slow motion switch up. Flawless. I'm telling you guys. Gotta apply some of the wax, get the dirt out of the way. This next trick is gonna be bonkers. Going to the soul to alley-oop topsoul and transitioning into that ledge. It's a 90-degree angle coming up quick, able to spin off of it. We even got the tracking shot through the bars. Like I said, it's just amazing. Really quality edit here. Also showing off a little bit of the flips. We got the 450 bio flip or misty flip, depending on how you look at it, what you like to call it. And this is probably one of the tricks that stand out to me of all time, going back royale up to hurricane topsoul in the bowl. This was featured in my top 10 hurricane topsouls of all time, with good reason. This next edit is another one promoting USD skates, and this one is appropriately titled 14th Street Massacre, and you're going to see why. There's going to be a lot of massacred tricks here. And again, shout out to the cinematography. I believe it's Eric Rodriguez who's done these edits for Franky Morales for USD, and he is quite the cinematographer. I believe he's the same one behind the Blader Gang videos like Forever. Really quality videos, great production value there, so highly recommended if you haven't watched those yet. But already we get the slow-mo shot, kind of establishing the park. Get the 360 from Franky. And this box is just going to get relentlessly destroyed. You're going to see it. You don't need to take my word for it. 270 back royale to 270 alley-oop soil down, 360 out. Massive true top soil going up, across, and down. Hitting it with 2 different angles as well, and that's something I always appreciate from a camera logistics perspective, is if you can get the trick multiple times from multiple angles, gives you a little bit of freedom in the editing room. Flawless full cab out. Showing off the negatives there again, going true spin negative mistrial. I think I got that right, and that was that 360 hard spin negative mistrial. Mind blown. It's Franky Morales though. True spin negative P-star. Going the backslide with the grab, crouching down on it, up, across, and down. If you look at this box, it's a little bit unique. Obviously, it's a square ledge, but this one is like one of those prefabricated metal ones where it doesn't even look like it has square coping on it. This is just the steel framing of it. So it makes it a little bit harder to lock into, but certainly a really good sliding material if you guys have ever skated anything like that. Here we're getting a little bit unconventional, bringing streets into the park, skating that handrail like it's an actual handrail. And this is something that I think Franky doesn't get enough credit for, but he is a phenomenal coping skater. We got the 3 top porn there. True spin fish brain, really hard quarter pipe trick, and bringing it back the other way, hitting it switch. Maybe the first one was switch, maybe the second one was switch. I don't really know. And when you've skated as long and as well as Franky, switch is really just in name only. It's not really something to delineate with that skill set. Man, that's a tough budget on that one too. Big cork 720 coming out. Perfect grab, perfect landing. Going 360 into the bank. And I believe he lines this one up with the quarter pipe 540. Then fakie 540 topsoul. 360 back into the transition. It's a really solid line to end on. At this point, you're probably noticing a theme, but all of these little park edits are all short and sweet, and they're all promoting USD skates, and they all have that same high level of production quality. Now, these skates, I don't know what happened to these. These look like they got painted with a paintball gun, but don't let the looks deceive you, because the tricks are going to look awfully juicy. Coming in with like the med spin, was it zero or alley-oop soyelle to revert back to porn star? Pretty technical switch up on that one. And once again, we're at another park. This is, I think, the same park as the first video. And that's a switch up that I actually intentionally learned after watching this video. I've only done it a couple of times, but it's the hard spin 360 soul grind to keep spinning the same direction into true top horn. Very difficult one to do. It's a lot of wrapping and unwrapping of the feet. And also, I have to just shout out that last true spin fish brain. That was super high. Like, that's probably the most difficult obstacle you could do it on, is a really tall, regular ledge, not even a down ledge. Now we're going out to a place that I've always wanted to visit myself, and that's Woodward West. I've had the opportunity to go out to Woodward East for the What Year Is It events a couple of times. Awesome time. One of the best times in rollerblading for sure. Hitting that misty flip again, using the park in a way it's not really meant to, because I don't know if I'd want to land flat bottom, but Franky's making it look really smooth there. Look at that. Fish brain to true top acid. Half cab out, back into the transition. I bet it'd be really nice too, skating at Woodward in the nighttime like that. Get some of the heat off. I'm sure it's really hot out there on Woodward West. Yeah, there you go. That's the carbon-free skate right there. Finally, we'll take a look at one more USD edit from Franky Morales. This one is for the Carbon Pro model, and this pair of skates I've really liked. I like the simple black and white look of skates, and I think these ones really fit Franky's style and the rest of his clothing here well. And I'm really liking that Fast Plant 540. I think it was Dominic Sagona or maybe Dustin Latimer that I remember seeing right when I started skating, first doing those in some park edits. And that's always something that I felt like would be really cool to learn, but never really bothered to. Once again, Franky's coming back to finish off this box as though it hadn't already been murdered earlier in our viewing today. You got the true topsoil up, and then able to land really quickly and just jump again. And that's like really quick footwork there, especially in some of these spin tricks, where often the approach you have and like the angle is just as important as the actual spin. So very technical. I think that was a fakie 540 on that one. This is my favorite trick from this edit. Got the back slide up to alley-oop topsoul to full alley-oop soul down, and he rides that taco all the way down to the seam where it meets the ground. It's that kind of detail that makes all of the difference. This time we're gonna go up the square rail to 360 front farv on the stairs. I can say pretty confidently that nobody else has ever skated that spot like that until Franky arrived. Anyway, guys, I know this is a short one. Hopefully short but sweet is the theme. And just reminding you that a lot of these professional riders that have been doing it for a long time, who perhaps were more used to seeing murder it in the streets, can take those skills to the park and be equally successful and just leave everything in destruction. And that's what Franky does. He's one of the most stylish, if not the most stylish skater I've ever seen in my 22 years of blading. And every time a new edit drops with Franky in it, I click play. That's just what I do. Anyway, guys, I'm Butch Lehman of Roll, Minnesota, reminding you to stay safe, stay healthy, and get out there and do some rollerblading. Till next time, everybody, peace.